Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a highly requested series on English grammar. We are going to look at tenses. Many beginners find tenses confusing, but they are actually very simple when you learn them through stories. To help us understand this better, my co-host Anjali is here with us today. Welcome Anjali, how are you doing today?
Hi, Raj. I am doing fantastic. Thank you. I am very excited about today's episode. Tenses are the foundation of speaking English fluently. Once you master how to talk about the past, the present, and the future, your confidence completely changes. Today, we are going to focus entirely on the past tense and its four main forms using everyday examples.
That sounds wonderful, Anjali. Whenever people try to talk about something that happened yesterday or a few years ago, they hesitate. They get confused between different forms like I worked, I was working, or I had worked. Let's fix that today. Where should we begin?
Let's start with a simple, relatable story. Imagine a young man named Rahul. Last weekend, Rahul woke up early, packed a small bag, and went to the railway station. He bought a ticket and boarded a train to visit his old school friend.
That is a nice start. Now, looking at this part of the story, you used phrases like woke up, packed, went, bought, and boarded. These are all in the past, right?
Exactly, Raj. This is our first type, which is called the simple past tense. We use it for an action that happened and was completely finished in the past. The formula is very simple. You just take the subject and add the second form of the verb. For example, Rahul packed his bag. The action is over.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So if I say, yesterday I watched a movie and cooked dinner, I am using the simple past because those actions are finished.
That's true, Raj. Now, let's look at what happened next in Rahul's journey. While Rahul was traveling on the train, he was listening to music, and his friend was waiting for him at the destination.
Ah, this sounds a bit different. He was listening and his friend was waiting. What type of past tense is this?
This is the past continuous tense. We use it when we want to show that an action was ongoing or continuing at a specific moment in the past. To make this, we use was or were, followed by the verb with an ing ending. It describes a background action that was still happening back then.
I see. So it is like saying, when you called me yesterday, I was sleeping. My sleeping was in progress at that exact moment in the past.
Yes, that is a perfect example. Now, let's add a twist to Rahul's story. Rahul's train arrived at the station at 12 o'clock, but his friend left the station at 11:50. So when Rahul stepped off the train, his friend was not there. How do we explain this situation in English?
That is a classic dilemma. Two things happened in the past. Rahul arrived and his friend left, but his friend left before Rahul arrived.
Exactly. And this is where we use the third type, the past perfect tense. When two actions happen in the past, the action that happened first takes the past perfect form, which is had plus the third form of the verb. So we say, when Rahul arrived at the station, his friend had already left.
Wow, that clarifies so much. The older action gets had. For example, I had finished my homework before my father came home. My homework was done first, so it gets had finished.
Yes, you understand it perfectly, Raj. It's all about the order of events. Now, let's look at the fourth and final type. Rahul's friend did not just leave out of nowhere. He was actually standing at the platform for a very long time before he decided to leave. We can say, his friend had been waiting at the platform for 3 hours before he left.
had been waiting. This sounds like a mix of continuous and perfect. Can you break this down for our viewers?
Of course. This is the past perfect continuous tense. We use it to show that an action started in the past, continued for a period of time, and was still happening up until another point in the past. The structure is had been plus the verb with ing. We also mention the duration of time using words like for or since.
Let me see if I can make a regular sentence with this. If someone worked at a company for 5 years before quitting, we can say he had been working at that company for 5 years before he resigned. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct, Raj. You are a natural at this.
Thank you, Anjali. Let us do a quick summary of all 4 forms using a single action, so our beginner viewers can see the exact difference side by side. Let's use the verb write.
That is a great idea. First, simple past, I wrote a letter. It means the action is finished. Second, past continuous, I was writing a letter. It means I was in the middle of it at that time. Third, past perfect. I had written the letter before you called. It means the letter was finished before your call happened. Fourth, past perfect continuous. I had been writing letters for 2 hours before I took a break. It shows how long the writing was going on before the break.
This is the most practical way to look at it. If our viewers listen to this conversation a few times, they will understand how to frame past stories effortlessly. But our grammar journey does not end with the past. What are we planning for our next episode?
In our next episode, we are going to dive deep into the present tense. We will talk about how to describe our daily routines, our permanent habits, and the things we are doing right now. It's going to be incredibly useful for daily conversations.
I'm already looking forward to it. Present tense is used every single day, so our viewers will definitely find it valuable. Thank you so much, Anjali, for breaking down the past tense so clearly today.
It was my absolute pleasure, Raj. I love sharing these concepts in a simple way.
To everyone watching, we want this podcast to be a collaborative space. We want to know what challenges you face. Please leave a comment below and tell us which English concept or grammar rule confuses you the most. It could be prepositions, modals, or anything else. We will read your comments and design our upcoming episodes around your needs.
Yes, please share your thoughts with us. Your feedback helps us create better lessons for you.
Before we leave, here's your comment challenge for today. Write a single sentence in the comments below using the past perfect tense. Tell us about 2 things you did yesterday where one happened before the other. We are excited to read your sentences. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you in the next episode.